math problems. I can't do it. There's too many on this page. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing my homework. I'm not. You can't make me. So do you have a kid who gets easily overwhelmed by really big tasks? I'm Dr. Robin Koslowitz, YouTube's post-traumatic parenting expert. Today we're going to talk about that big overwhelmed response and which game we can hack to teach kids how to handle that. So when we're hacking a game, we're looking for what's the underlying skill and how do I teach it using a game. So the underlying skill of managing the overwhelm is number one, managing the panic response. Number two, breaking the task down to its component parts and just tackling one part at a time. The first thing we're going to do is remind our kid to take some calming breaths for a second. I get it. You don't want to do the worksheet. Let's do our ABC breathing. We're going to breathe in for 4, A, B, C, D. We're going to hold our breath for 4, E, F, G, H. We're going to blow out and see how far in the ABC we can go. Because when we make our body feel better, our brain feels smarter. Now, we're going to learn that night during special time and for a couple of nights in a row, we're going to use the classic game Battleship. And what we're going to show our kid to do is we are going to create a grid, a search grid. So Battleship's really confusing. I don't know where your boats are, right? But if I guess A1, and then I guess B2, and then I guess C3, and so on, and then I do from the other side, I create an X across the board, right? So now the board is split into quadrants. Now, first of all, chances are if I create that search grid, I'm gonna hit one of your boats. At some point, you're gonna be on one of the lines of my X. If you're not, I just start eliminating quadrants, right? I break the very big problem down to its component parts. If you've done that a couple of times during special time, the next time your kid comes home from school and crumples up their math paper, you say, remember Battleship? Let's figure out how do we break this down into its component parts. Could we start with writing our name on top of the paper? Could we start with smoothing out the paper? Can we, by the way, pro tip, if your kid does this, photocopy the paper and then it's not as crumpled and it works. You can write the date on top of the paper. We can do one of the problems. We can go take a break. We can break it down to size. I'll do all the additions because addition's easier for me than subtraction. Okay, now I'll do the subtractions. Now I'll do the multiplication, right? We break it down into its component parts. This reduces the overwhelm response and gives the child that elusive sense of control that they're looking for. So you mean I should break it down and do just a couple at a time? Maybe just the first one in each column, or maybe go in a diagonal, and if I can't finish, that will be okay as long as I do, since I'm in 3rd grade, 3 of them. You'll explain that to my teacher? Yeah, I know how to do this one. I can start with this one. I definitely can smooth out the paper, and I know how to write my name. I know how to write the date. I know how to do this one. I'll get started now.